Tunde to come here, please. Yeah, Tunde is going to be our main speaker to talk about what we're doing today. Florence, please come up. And Pat, please come up from Actionplus. Tony is from the Metro Centre, and Tony will be telling you everything you need to know about what we're doing today with regards to the test. But can I hand you over now to Yetunde to talk about our work at Actionplus?
Praise God. Hallelujah. To the glory of God, I'm going to deliver this address on behalf of the Chief Executive Officer of Actionplus Foundation, in person of the Reverend Fred Jose Ane. Actionplus Foundation UK 2014 National HIV Testing Week. This week has been set aside by the government as National HIV Testing Week to enable everybody living in the UK to voluntarily get tested for HIV to avoid late diagnosis, which is dangerous to the health of people who are tested positive at a later stage of their HIV infection. Today, we are opening a testing center here at the Church of Pentecost, UK. Somebody might ask, why do you open HIV testing center in a church? The fact is that HIV/AIDS and poor sexual health is a real human issue for the church community to address. Yet, many church members are ignorant about it and are therefore being infected daily. The alarming issue is that a large number of people who are infected with HIV are also not aware of their status and has therefore put the entire church community at risk, and some of them continue to live ignorant. This is the reason why we at Actionplus Foundation and our partners from health institutions are taking this action today. The Actionplus Foundation is a Christian charity which was founded in London in the year 1997 by the Chief Executive Officer and President, Reverend Fred Jose Ane. The organization over the year has experienced a tremendous growth, starting as a small locally based voluntary organization to become a leading international HIV campaigner with branches throughout London, Luton and Ghana. In the UK, Actionplus Foundation creates awareness about HIV and campaigns against stigma and prejudice, which is one of the major barriers of HIV intervention in churches throughout a project called Take Action Now. The Take Action Now model was developed to promote sexual health education in the Black African churches. We train pastors through this project to empower them with the knowledge and understanding of HIV and other sexual transmitted infections so that they can in turn educate their congregations about HIV/AIDS issues in the church, HIV testing, care and support for people living with HIV/AIDS. We also work in partnership with the Public Health England and locally commissioned health service provider to set up HIV testing clinics in churches to enable the Christian community to access free voluntary counseling and testing to encourage early testing to reduce the incidence of HIV prevalence, which is high among the Black African community in the country. We also facilitate the setting up of support groups for those affected by HIV. Within these groups, individual positive people find it easier to talk about the various problems in their lives, which prevent them from playing active role within their community, and by supporting each other, they gain confidence in participating to the social and economic growth of their communities and the nation as a whole. Our staff and volunteers also work to support HIV positive people by encouraging them to seek early treatment and to help them to take their medication regularly. HIV and stigma. Since opening in 1997, Actionplus has provided support to thousands of African people living with and affected by HIV. This has given us a thorough understanding about the negative and subtle ways in which stigma and prejudice has affected people who are living with and those who are affected by HIV infection. In the last 3 years alone, we have supported 60 people who have suffered extreme forms of discrimination on account of being HIV positive. UK National Testing Week 2013. In 2013, Actionplus Foundation UK became the first organization in the country to open an HIV testing center in the church through the Take Action Now campaign. This event took place at the Living Flame Baptist Church in Waterstones, East London, in partnership with Positive East organization. Since this was a historic event, it attracted interest from major national and international media houses, including the BBC, ITV, The Telegraph, The Voice, and many others. UK National Testing Week 2014. Today, Actionplus is opening 4 more testing centers in 4 churches across London to commemorate the National HIV Testing Week event. HIV Testing Center will be opened in churches within the borough of Haringey, Southwark, Lucia, and Barking and Redbridge. The supporting churches where centers are being opened for testing are Dominion Center, the Mountain Mover Chapel International, Living Flame Baptist Church, and the Church of Pentecost UK. We are organizing this event in partnership with the Public Health England, Positive East, African Advocacy Foundation, Metro Center, and Embrace UK. We are using this platform to say a big thank to you, Prophet Elijah Wadena Baten, Prophetess Florence Baten, and the entire leadership of the church for allowing us to open one of the testing clinics here in Mountain Mover Chapel International. We hope everybody here today will take the opportunity to test and leave this place knowing that you now know your HIV status, to avoid the dangers of knowing it when it is too late for you to find help. Brothers and sisters in Christ, please help me to welcome Mr. Tony Fallon from Metro Center, which is one of our main partners in South London, to give us more information about today's event. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Hello everyone, my name is Tony, I work for the Metro Centre. We're a sexual health charity, and we've got one office in Vauxhall and one in Greenwich. We're really happy to be here today, and we're working with Actionplus and with African Advocacy Foundation to be here and testing today. The way the test works, it's a rapid test. You get the results straight away, so there's no waiting around. It's not like when you go to a sexual health clinic, sometimes you have to wait for a week or 2 weeks to get the result. You get the result instantly. It takes about 30 seconds for the result to come through. Okay, so it's the finger pit test. You just take a drop of blood from the tip of your finger. It's not a full blood test. We don't use any big scary needles, it's nothing like that. If you've got any more questions, you can definitely come and see me before we do the test, and it's completely confidential. So we're in the room at the back there. There will be no one else there. It will be me and whoever wants to come and get tested. Okay, and definitely grab me if you have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, before we proceed with the testing, does anybody have any questions? No? That's a question. I beg your pardon? What if you're testing positive? Okay, Tony, could we hand that question to you?
Okay. So, as I was saying before, we test across London. So we test in barber shops, we test in restaurants, we test all over the place. But we're trained to deal with that situation if it comes up and when it comes up. We would definitely provide you the time, we would provide you some space, we can give you some counselling right here and now, but also we would refer you to a sexual health clinic to get some more advice. So if you come to do the test, I can tell you a little bit more about that. But we have partners here in Elephant and Castle, down in Vauxhall, in different areas of London, you know, depending on where you live and where the nearest clinic to you is. But we would refer you to a sexual health clinic, and we're responsible for doing that. Okay.
You'd be fast-tracked into that clinic as well, and at the clinic they would confirm that you're HIV positive, and then they would give you immediate access to the treatment that's right for you at this very point in time. Some people who are HIV positive may not need to go on medication immediately, but the sooner people know that, the better the medication can be, and the more chance you have living a very long and happy life. as opposed to not knowing. So this is a Public Health England campaign. It's a public health priority to make sure that everybody who's HIV positive knows they are, so we can give them the absolute best treatment that's available. Any other questions? Any other questions? Yeah.
Is it just today that you're doing, or you're coming back on future dates?
Is it just today we're doing it, or are we coming back on future dates? Well, at the moment, today is the only planned day, but we'd like to make this a regular activity. We want to make testing, HIV testing, Actionplus, our campaign is to make HIV testing a normal, everyday part of the way we look after our health. So we now understand the vast benefits there are for early testing and accessing treatment as soon as you possibly can.
Do you give printouts?
I will show give you something.
I beg your pardon?
I will give you something.
The certificate to show that he has tested.
We don't provide a certificate. We can't do that. What we can do, if you want, you can take a photo of the testing well. So it's a little dish that we do the test in, and I'll explain what the results would look like. And you can definitely take a photo of that if you want proof of the result.
The reason we ask so you don't have duplicates, because some people are health professionals and we mandatory you have to do it regularly. So if you do it here, then you don't need to go back to the GP to do it like a year's time.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's something to think about, actually.
Yes.
Last 2 questions and then we finish.
Can I ask a question? How often do you do this test?
Do you mean how often are we here?
Yeah.
So this is the first time that we've been here to do HIV testing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I'm speaking on everyone's behalf that it would be great if we could come back and make this a regular occurrence and we could test in the future, but this is the first time.
Blood test the last month. You need to do the test.
That's something that we would discuss on an individual level, so it really depends what's happened in the last few months and what the reasons for testing are. Generally, we would say testing every 3 to 6 months for HIV, yeah.
The appeal is done. So put your hand together for them. Put your hand together for them. So just in case you want to test, they are there waiting for you. It's you alone and